So if you haven't seen the result, then I won't tell you, but I will tell you that Zlo has not qualified. Petric has qualified, but if Zlo gets knocked out of this tournament, then he only has one chance left in that unannounced tourney. Petric saying UEF bomber. Sounds interesting. It sounds like a way to lose a game. But yeah, if Petric wins, then Zlo is out of the tournament, and you'll only have one chance to qualify for the end of your tournament. One more chance in some unannounced qualifier tourney. So it's all on the line. See, 2 P-gens for Petric. Just the one for Zlo. It's a normal build order. Just get the 1 P-gen. Yeah, Petric lost to Blast Shield in round 1. Just suicided. Wanted to Ultra Rambo versus Aeon. And my phone is ringing. I make bricks, only BS Aeon. Still lost. Yeah. Yeah, Zlo. Not enough T3 mechs, I think. And none of Loyalists versus that GC. So, second error from Petric. Zlo did not send a land scout to try and find out what was there. Petric, you can see, didn't actually catch what was building, but it is second land for Zlo. It's the normal way on this map. And we have a bomber coming out from Petric, of course. You have to go for a bomber if you make second air. No defense for this NG at the minute. Now we have a Mantis moving in. And a much slower expansion on the bottom side for Petric. But the real story is, what can this bomber do? The scout, because this map is so small, the scout actually doesn't catch up in time. And we have third air from Zlo as well, so... Oh, some attempted micro there, I think, just failed. And the scout goes over and gives him a great target. 3 NGs dead. And Inti dead as well in the factory. Let's slow this down a bit. And is he dropping it? No, he's not dropping on the factory again. Kills another engineer. 4 kills so far, plus the dead Inti in the factory. Now an Inti is out. Oh, the Spore NG is dead as well. And 5 kills. Can aim for these P-gens. Actually, they're not low enough to kill, I think, in one shot. Another bomb on the air factory. And oh my god, this bomber's still alive. Another bomb onto the air factory. The Inti dies yet again. Now the anti-airs will take him out. So only 5 kills, but really it was more like 7 or 8 kills there because of all the bombs on the air factory. So he can maybe make another bomber, because he definitely won air, and he is making another bomber. And now sending his ACU this direction. Usually the ACUs move to this side, and the main battles take place in this open plain, and you try and fight over this most contested of expansions. See a wall from Zlo. Doesn't want anything happening over here, but there's no wall here. And so Petric, he's gonna try and take all these mexes, deny them from Zlo. Zlo meanwhile is just making some walls in the middle over here. Some reclaim going on. These have almost no mass in them. They're not actually worth reclaiming. He's getting some rocks instead. So yeah, you can see, thanks to the death of so much build power, Zlo is behind in factories, and that's going to be a big factor. Here is a bomber, but there's anti-airs, 2, 3 anti-airs So that bomber should die pretty quick. But that is a lot of investment into anti-airs, so that should allow Petric to get some advantage on the land. Hey architect. Okay, let's see. So much more units for Petric on the top side, and on the bottom it looks like he's pretty even numbers, but more reinforcements coming in, and should be some mass for Petric for Zlo to reclaim. But he has been denied these mexes for quite a long time, and Petric just remain unmolested. T2 land just complete for Zlo, and T2 land started for Petric, deciding better of this other factory. He's just going to focus on getting the T2 land finished. This is quite a few units that he needs to be careful of. They can easily just get trapped between the ACU and Zlo's units, and Zlo even has more units than are here, so yeah, I think these units are in big trouble. But Petric securing these mexes, he's had them basically all game, and now securing them with a wall and a PD. And now Zlo's ACU is kind of out of position because he's trying to kill this army and get the reclaim. And Petric looks like he wants to walk towards the base right now. And some of the units actually managed to escape. Nonetheless, that's they stopped retreating. Okay, so Zlo now kind of out of the game with his ACU all the way up here, and map control completely on Petric's side. T2 land, I don't think we've seen. We have 2 T2 land units out now for Zlo. He needs to really grab all this reclaim as fast as possible, grab whatever he can on the map, because he's at a significant disadvantage. And now a wall from Petric here to prevent any raids. He can probably even take these mexes. In terms of air, I don't actually see any inties for... yeah, we have 3. Zlo definitely has air control, so maybe that's something he can utilize. Petric has quite a lot of power, so he could even... He even has the option to go for some commander upgrade, which would really seal the deal. I think he has the time to do it. He has the income to do it in terms of mass and power. But it looks like he doesn't want to do that at the minute. He's actually going for Zlo. Yeah, not enough radar coverage. Didn't see these units, and now the ACU is in range, and the Petric just built energy storage. Oh, I think he just used an overcharge on the ACU rather than the T2 tanks there. But this is pretty dangerous. These rhinos, losing them to overcharge would be pretty awful for Zlo. And Zlo still can't get these mexes back.
Commander under attack.
Petric just being a nuisance, keeping Zlo's ACU back where he can't really do anything, and then using his units to just cover the map. Look at that great radar coverage as well. It's actually way too many radars, to be honest. Each of them cost him a PGen in income, so that's not great, but still great coverage. Could just pause a couple.
Commander under attack.
And then he just needs to be careful not to get caught out of position. Just have all of his units basically near his ACs, so there's not much chance of that happening. Zlo has a nice force though of rhinos that have managed to avoid the ACU and do exactly what they want, which is just fight some T1 units Unfortunately, the terrain is really shitty here. Wow, did you hear that? The sound effects are suddenly way fucking louder. It's quite insane. I'm not sure what that bug is. But, yeah, he retreats and the ACU forces them to remove themselves from the area. Yeah, this terrain really fucked with the rhinos. They didn't actually get to kill much at all there. And now we have a big army. We have T2 units. Only 3 pillars in the army. Oh, we have 6 out now. Do we have overcharge for Zlo? We don't have overcharge for Zlo. He's making gestures. The last hope. He doesn't have overcharge. He doesn't have power to actually be able to overcharge. So he can't do much versus the pillars. They're going to be pretty effective versus ACU. And now this looks like the suicide. Yeah. Okay, sending his units in. Petric can probably just commit and win the game here.
Commander under attack.
And maybe should even pause there. Oh, he doesn't actually have Zare going. Just thinking he should maybe pause there to get his overcharges away. But yeah, it's low. Significant victory for Petric. He has still full HP. He's low. Less than 5k. He's not going to get that back anytime soon, I think.
Commander under attack.
So I think Petric can just stay in range and win the game from here. Just needs to make sure he sends all his units and support. He got 7 pillars, 22 on tanks, and it's low. It's looking very low on HP. These guys are bunching up. Still not enough energy for an overcharge though, unfortunately. For Petric. And now they're more split up. Oh. These guys would be a great target. Okay, you got these 2, that's a nice overcharge. And Jester's moving in. How many anti-airs do we have? We only have 2 T1 anti-airs. And they're actually dying to rhinos. So maybe there's some hope. Not much overcharge. It's taking a long time to get the 5k energy back, so the rhinos are actually doing a really good job. And they're very well split. There goes another 2 though. And there are enough pillars. We got 5 here. So much reclaim now. And Zlo doesn't have the HP to actually use his commander very offensively, and he calls GG, yeah. No units, no HP.
Commander under attack.
And that's that. Zlo is out. Wow. So Zlo has just one chance left to qualify in the the next tournament, so we shall see how he goes. See if he can do it. Nice force of rhinos that shoot ground, yeah. Yeah.